Hello and welcome to my channel, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. This is your mid-monthly energy check-in for the month of May 2023. Even if you're watching this at a future date, please hit the like button so that I can connect with your energy better and channel details specific to your own situation. Also, ask for signs and synchronicities. Leave a question or comment. Leave a question in the live chat or comment in the comment box. If you're in a no contact, physical separation type situation, we might have some answers for you here. Okay, let me see the devil card showing up here quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to take this. So we're starting with the devil, the hermit, page of cups, strength. Oh God. Okay, we have the emperor and the queen of cups. We have two of swords at the bottom of the deck. There are conflicting situations. Like you can see here, this is the ego path, selfishness, self-centeredness, and this is actually reflecting on situations and bringing about a better harmony and being in alignment with your soul purpose and path, right? The hermit. This is just superficial knowledge that feeds you, feeds the anger inside of you. This is more of a revelation and educating yourself on things. And there is somebody here ready to express their love for you, and you're having to show a lot of strength in the face of somebody who's very, very dominating. You had something, or this could just be you. You're feeling very confident in your space, in your skin. You finally gotten what you were looking for. This mutual expression of love. Like maybe you okay. We have the Ten of Swords here. This is bringing a situation to an end, some type of situation to an end, where there was mutual agreement, but possibly the mutual agreement was to end the situation. But there is definitely this energy still around. Might be that the person that you. So there are two types of energy: mutual agreement to end the situation and mutual feeling shared. You're still on the same level while not expressing so much to each other, the one that you actually want to be with, right? You all are showing up very, very gentle and very, very, very subtle. You're staying away from each other, not talking, obviously not talking directly. It's just that you have decided to end something. This could be a father and a mother. Maybe a father figure, a mother figure is going through a divorce. Maybe somebody's parents are getting divorced here, and you're having to show strength. There is somebody who's showing up. There's some kind of soul lesson here that you're about to learn, and you also, in contrast, you're going to learn that things that go against your soul's basic nature. There's definitely conversation showing up. The Lover's card. Yeah, okay. You're being initiated into the higher path. where you have many ways of going about things, especially with this person, this special person, your twin flame. Another twin flame is showing up, even though both of you are on the twin flame path. Your twin flame is you. You are your twin flame. The other person that you get on this journey is the companion that your frequencies are matching with the most. Maybe you're in the same chapter of the same phase of the twin flame journey. Both of you are on the twin flame journey and the same page, right? This is looking like a situation where somebody's this could be even an uncle and aunt, or this could be so a father figure somewhere around, like, this could be mutually agreed to make it work out. They were working out a karmic contract, and you kind of saw them as that example for a best couple. one was one is a karmic soul, and one is a divine soul, possibly a star seed here showing up, right? And it eventually ends. That karmic contract is ending, and you are also finding that this kind of release of karmic energy because of knowledge of the soul, of your true path, your true nature, and you've just discovered possibly. It's like, oh my god, you're like, oh my god, me, is it me? I am a twin flame. I'm on the twin flame journey. There's some there. Okay, spiritual awakening, combination of the Hermit and the Princess of Cup, right? A spiritual awakening that's had a strong impact on you, and that's what has made you understand or accept the fact that this couple did not work out. 717, as I said that, this couple didn't work out. Sorry, not 717, 718. This coupling didn't work out, even if they pulled it off. They made it work so far. This is an elderly couple that is breaking up. Sagittarius. This is going to be this acceptance or these observations, witnessing it, possibly listening to what they have to say as to why this ended, and so terribly and dramatically, is going to tell you what happens, what is a marriage between a karmic soul and a divine soul like. Because the divine soul is constantly going to be yearning for that divine counterpart, even if they're not incarnated here on this planet, physically incarnated here on this planet. You are always going to look for your divine counterpart. Your energy is going to be focused there. Your mind is going to be focused on them and their journey, even if you're connecting with them subconsciously. This is the Princess of Cups and the Queen of Cups. There's definitely evolution of your subconscious, as growth in your subconscious by the education that you are getting about your soul inside your subconscious. On the surface, you might be surrounded by a lot of karmic souls, and it has turned out good for you. Or this could be another. I could be speaking about another Sagittarius, or a bunch of Sagittarius who are very karmic souls, and karmic soul are here to teach you about karma, right? And by by contrast, you learn about what is not karma, which includes up until 99%, I would say, what is the soul's true purpose. only about a percentage of uh, karmic lessons will tell you what really directly will tell you directly what the spiritual path is, right? A karmic soul will follow a karmic path, which is about teaching you lessons about karma. But you need to learn lessons about the spiritual path, about the spirit, the soul, right? The spiritual path is definitely for the divine collective. It's the spiritual path, and you are learning more and more and more about the soul, not the personality that we create here in the 3D, the physical personality. That is the ego, and that ego interacts with the ego of another one. And a karmic soul is always focused on ego to ego interactions, and a divine soul is focused on what the spirit of things are, right? So it is a opposite perspective. I wouldn't say completely opposite, as is the lovers and the devil, right? These two energies are completely opposite. And now you have discovered that you fall in this category, but you've been in close quarters with um, with the karmic collective. And Sagittarius, you are your sign is a very spiritual sign, and now is the time when you are being called to make that distinguishment. Like you're asked to distinguish between a karmic soul and a divine and a divine soul. You're being asked to distinguish physically, like bring about physical traits. The devil, this is the earth sign, so it is physical, like earthly elements, earthly factors about souls. How do they show up in the physical? How are their personalities like? What do they indulge in, etc., etc. And also the same amount of knowledge about the divine collectives, bringing this about into the open and clearly distinguishing, because it's been karmically dominated our journey so far. Our journey, as in the journey of humanity, has been karmically oriented, which is ending. We cannot sustain that kind of a path or a living continuously stuck in a karmic lesson, or continuously learning about karma and indulging in it way too much and ignoring discovering this. So that's why there is a split there. Karmic souls are talking about karma and are displaying those lessons. The divine collective is displaying the spirit, are walking the spiritual path, and are displaying divine qualities, right? So this is like divine intervention, like God, source, universe, whatever you believe in, is telling you very very clearly you got this call in the past. There was definitely an event which might have uh, you might be thinking about that event in retrospect. Maybe you were a young child and your parents got divorced, or your guardians, your legal guardians got divorced, like godmother, godfather, or somebody very close to you who was a father figure or a mother figure, right? A marriage split. And definitely you were a child and you were probably friends with their children or connected to their children, or these people never ended up having children, right? So that sort of event is coming, was like a judgment call for you to be able to tell with why does it not work out. So this person was they were complete incompatibility should have been the first thing for you. And why did one person completely disappear? King of Wands, Sagittarius is showing up here, and we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, right? you're rising in your divine masculine powers right now, right? Your masculine, the masculine side of you is feeling very strong and confident. That is where your confidence is emerging from. You might have a couple, you might have met somebody who is a divine counterpart and is a divine masculine counterpart, right? And you got a lot of energetic data from them. That's why you could leave some kind of template, some kind of karmic template, karmic life template behind. You can release it into the unknown, because that is something that you're not supposed to know. Obviously, you know the overall aspect of a karmic life or a karmic person, of a karmic relationship. You know, you understand, but you were told at a very very young age to s- let the karmic go, let the karmic pattern go, your karmic past. Maybe your soul was a karmic soul and you evolved, right? You did the hard work, you did it, you shifted categories, you moved, which is very rare. I want to say this, Sagittarius, you moved into the divine collective with a lot of hard work. I, it's not very evident here. I can see the kind of hard work that you've done. You've cleared out a lot of karma. This, I don't know if other readers notice this. There is a lizard here. That means this is the reptilian karma. It's a very, very, very ancient karma. The reptilian mind is the hardest portion of our minds to scrub. Okay, because this is ancient knowledge in a form that is that can survive uh, underwater as well as on ground, like an amphibian reptilian kind of knowledge. So it's basically they could exist in both the plane, the karmic plane and the divine plane, right? Because they could exist in two contrasting elements in the physical form. That means they were they were functioning in non-duality and singularity, and there was some kind of split that needed to happen. This was more manipulative. It was manipulating something and making it look like the same thing when there was clearly a difference, right? So they wanted to get things their own way. There was a lot of surveillance, possibly. There was a lot of power struggle during that time. Power struggle for superiority. There is that is that energy that's coming to you. Have resolved all of these karmic templates, these karmic patterns within your own soul, and it's been transformed. You know, there was a subtle jump when you at birth in this lifespan for you, Sagittarius. That's why you don't understand the fact that you have a divine counterpart. And this is for very few Sagittarius. So I'm not I yeah, yeah. Getting that somebody who has moved from being the Princess of Cups to the Queen of Cups, to leaving behind these templates of the karmic masculine, right? Learning. This speaks to me about abstinence, penance. The King of Wands always is, is a spiritual king. He learned. He masters it. It's not just given to him. It's not handed to him. He masters the spiritual path. He learns it. He dedicates it. Dedicates a big, big, large portion of time and which he could have easily used in something else, right? This could also mean that this is your partner that you're currently dealing with. Like they have actually evolved, they have done the spiritual learning, they have studied spirituality, and they're doing it intensely, and they've evolved to the emperor, and they're just reflecting it back to you that, okay, I was your counterpart, or you are doing this. Like, I have understood what the spiritual path is, but the knowing of having a divine counterpart comes very easily to the souls that were always on this, uh, always from the divine collective, right? It comes easier. But for you, Sagittarius, you have really, really, really studied it. You have gone into the unknown, because it seems to me like you were a karmic soul, and you were doing that karmic path with a lot of integrity, and you built on skills very humbly and very honestly. You built on developing skills of understanding and educating your own self, right? And once you were done, once a chapter of humanity was done with learning all types of karmic lessons, and now it's just that people are facing addictions to those scenarios, those narratives. That's why they're stuck in there. But you moved forward very gracefully with the same intensity and intention of learning that of lessons about the spirit, even when you were on an ego-based path, right? A karmic path, you sense that there is a spectrum of energies that it doesn't come under, doesn't is not inside the sphere of uh, isn't, it's kind of above, or it's outside of this. It's moving parallelly, but that always seemed more advanced and more in alignment to you. So you were misplaced into a karmic soul category. You always had that awareness, but so you had forgotten the fact that, or you were deprived of knowing the fact that you were promised a divine counterpart. You don't know that you have a mirror soul, a twin soul, a soul mate assigned to you by the universe, by source, by God, the actual algorithm of the simulation, whatever you believe in, whatever resonates with you, right? So it's like you don't know, and it's like you're going to rediscover it. It's like this is some kind of rediscovery of the truth of you, versus what you have been um, doing because you were wrongfully placed in a category, right? Let's see what we have in the hidden energies. Let's see what we have in this the strength, focus, hopes and fears, third density, fourth density, and universe. These are the cards I will be pulling out from this, and I will close the reading after this. Mm, I want to get all the cards on the table because this is a very, very interesting read. I don't want to make this video very long, but if you get the gist, it's like you might have had this person around in your life, like since you were a child, and you've always really questioned why are they here, like why are they in my life? I mean, they say because you're surrounded with karmics, like you were misplaced in that karmic soul category, like, and you're like, why is this different person always been around in my life since you were a child? And that is going to be the next answer that you're going to get, but not after you process and before you distinguish, before you pass judgment between who's a karmic soul and who's a divine soul. Like that is your that is the thing that you're supposed to do after getting a doctorate or graduating, passing the final exam. Like, this is the thesis you're going to write, Sagittarius, right? This is somewhere happening in the spiritual realm, the astral realm. This is where you're going to write it. Distinguishing factors between uh, humans who have a karmic soul and humans who have a divine soul, who are this karmic collective and the divine collective. It's gonna happen because we are seeing the last of the karmic souls. Maybe the next first number that came to me was the next 100 years would be the last of the karmic souls. Otherwise, the souls will not be placed in a human body. Definitely not in conscious or sentient creatures on Earth. Maybe in the third dimension, there might be another planet where intelligent life will form and the karmic souls will be sent there. Maybe, but that also seems very unlikely to me, okay? So be careful. You have this presence around you. You might be thinking that they're too different from what you're used to when it comes to people. They're definitely too different. And you've always known that. It's just that the feelings are too low because you are really, really going through this ending, this Ten of Swords. This could also be a breakup with somebody who you thought that you would grow old with, right? It's just that they were good at faking this confidence in the relationship, and you were also taking it very lightly. You were channeling this other person's energy, and just the faces were different. Like in your dreams, it was this person's face, and you probably don't even know this person now that they are an adult. How do they look, right? You always remember them as a child, so it's like, or always think of them as a child, even if you've seen them after growing up. It's like the image of them in your mind is of when they were a small child. It The confidence in this pair is what you misplaced as confidence with your karmic partner. That's also coming up. So this is an answer. So if you want to get the answer as to why this relationship didn't work out, is because either one of you is a karmic soul and the other is from the divine collective. Okay. In the hidden energies, we have, okay. We have the hangman in the hidden energies. You're waiting to do some survey of this a new path that you're walking, and you're finding that you're more successful after you've uh, moved your old life away from your your day-to-day routine. This includes probably people from your childhood. I get a very, very sad energy. So this could be like, people who have taken care of you, very, very simple people, right? Okay, but you are doing a survey of the place that you have reached now, and it's not so much about the people there, but what is the setup like? But you don't even know it. You're doing this with a amount of sadness because you're processing this ending. You're seeing a lot of people disappearing into the unknown, right? That's why you might be blaming this person as well, because you might feel like your divine counterpart is, or twin flame or soulmate is haunting your subconscious. It's like they're taking over your subconscious, and that's why a lot of people are being driven away because of their presence. Like, it's like a ghost lingering around, their presence lingering around. Two of Cups, that is your strength. Like, once you actually get over this and reach a place of stability and knowledge that this is the place for you where you're going to thrive, right? It's going to be because you found strength in this duo, this couple that you are with your divine counterpart, twin flame, soulmate, whatever resonates with you. Now, in the focus is this nine of swords. This is some kind of betrayal or some kind of control system that is very, very deep rooted in your subconscious. But like I said, you learned how to conquer that with the strength of your spirit and your ability to differentiate between the light side and the dark side, right? So it's like it's right now you've become uncontrollable, but your focus is on these activities. You're trying to see who is the one who's controlling you, because they want to keep you in their group, let's say the karmic soul group. Even if you are a divine collective, you are going to be uncomfortable. They are going to benefit from you being there, but you are going to suffer quite a bit. Look at this nine of swords. That is information that you don't need. There's a lot of mental information being planted, like incepted in your subconscious. And when somebody from the divine collective goes through this kind of subconscious manipulation, inception, when they wake up, like they wake up with a lot of anger. So you might be waking up like very, very angry, and it might take you a while to calm down a little bit, to contain your anger, and you might have no knowledge about like, why is it why are you angry. And then it's like when you step out into the world outside of your home, or you get a phone call, text message, or whatever, then you hear those, the seeds of treachery that were planted, some trigger words, some code words that were planted or incepted in your subconscious, right? And then you don't know why you react in such a way. So the hopes and fears are the death card. That is the transformation. This could also be something about a Scorpio. You might be dealing with a Scorpio, but I don't see it as that. It's transformation. It's like you have been freed from death. So when you it's like the only thing that you know is sleeping and being awake. Is you, like the programming, the mind manipulation that is done under the name of death, the fear that is instilled inside us. uh that fear is something that gave you that inspiration and motivation to move forward, and it's something that you have hoped to lose. You hope to lose that fear, and that is what you are succeeding at. So going forward, like from this point onward, the journey is about overcoming the fear of death. That is true transformation, because death is just an illusion. It's just the beginning. It's been said. We have the nine of wands. That is the last challenge on your path, where you will you this path is about you incorporating yourself completely into the divine collective, where you should have been in the first place. But for all your journey so far, you have been misplaced in the divine path, divine path. Okay, so this is that divine intervention that happened. So they took one of you, took one of us, the divine collective, and just like put it on a karmic path. There are a certain set of souls, and Sagittarius are spiritual leaders. They're masters. Okay, this zodiac sign is spiritual masters. So I'm sure like this kind of trickery was done with the Sagittarius. I'm pretty sure. I don't think any other zodiac sign would have been the first pick for this kind of experimentation, this cross pollination. But that you're out of this, Sagittarius. Okay, this is the last challenge. Keep moving forward. the main goal is to overcome this fear of death, and you are drawing strength from this. Even though you're very suspicious of it right now, you are. Uh, this is the last step. This is the universe card. Okay, I haven't removed the third density and the fourth density cards yet. This is the last step remaining, which you have undertaken and you're undertaking. It's going to be a daily thing. It's like one day on repeat till you reach. You will know you have reached this. You will know you have reached this point very clearly. Till then, you will feel like this one day is repeating over and over again. This is the step can be categorized as Sagittarius's integration back into the divine collective path, the twin flame path. Okay, there's a lot of information to compile, like, this is too much information, analysis paralysis, like you're going through all of this, and it's actually making you happy. So you're getting a lot of happiness information, which you possibly were waiting for all your life, and you're like, why, like, why do I always feel like I'm being smothered and choked, instead of, like, all of these happy and cheerful thoughts and successful thoughts, romantic thoughts, sweet, loving, caring, the thoughts that elevate me. Every time I go there, I reach this point where I have to process either a breakup or a ending of a situation, a relationship, friendship, business. Why? Like, and now, as you are getting as you are getting integrated back into the divine collective path, the twin flame journey, you are going to be able to retain most of that happiness, and it's going to become 100%. It's going to start small, but it's going to grow. It's going to grow into that ultimate retaining of happiness, and all the bad things are going to end. You're going to understand why things will have ended in your life recently, right? In the third density, so that's a lot of information, new information, happiness information, right? For you to compile and process. You might be a little suspicious of it, so that's why the two of swords is showing up in the third density, that is a 3D spot here. This is my variation on the Celtic cross spread. If anybody is wondering, I'm reading Sagittarius, so you'll know tarot and things like that in very detailed manner. So you are ignoring some portion of true happiness right now, because you're thinking it's too good to be true. Is you have lived your life too much in contrast, or you were put in a life situation up until now which was completely in contrast to being happy. That sounds weird, but I know it is resonating with somebody out there. The seven of cups in the fourth density, that is the mental plane, a dimension of the mind, astral plane, where the akashic records are. Okay, so seven of cups, that is okay. So there was an illusion created as your of your nemesis. So you might have thought that you have there is an enemy, like a lingering sense of having an enemy, a mortal enemy, right? A mortal enemy, a nemesis, and there's some kind of battle going on there. There might be an actual person who has been very nasty to you, and you have a lot of, there might be a bully. There's somebody who has been really, really bullied, like the Princess of Cups here. I wanted to say it earlier, but I didn't have any other cards confirming that. But now this is confirmation. Somebody's carrying information about being bullied, severely bullied, and crushed. Somebody's dreams were crushed, even though, like, it was fine. Like, you were fine. You might have put up a good fight as well, but but you have retained the information of being bullied. This could be a past life thing as well, so you might want to clear it out. Like I said, this kind of situation, the Two of Cups, and also like finding this hidden treasure in this new path and new life, which you really didn't know. You didn't know any other life than the karmic life. And you're like, wow, like, this spiritual path, this twin flame journey, this is true. This really exists. And I've just been introduced to it, initiated to this. And then you have to go and clear all of these kind of things that happen to you before you can consciously see. This is falling in the hidden energies, right? This is the hangman. Hangman in this deck is she's surveying a hanged woman, hanged mermaid. Okay, so she is going through this wreckage that has sunk to the bottom of the ocean, and she's finding the treasures, right? This mermaid. But this is very, very deep. This information is very deep in your subconscious, which is going in contradiction to what your 3D life has been so far. So the twin flame journey, the first step of spiritual awakening is you got to clear all of this kind of stuff out. Your focus being on being smothered and bullied, wherever it stems from, it doesn't matter. If it is your focus, and if it is haunting your, plaguing your mind, then it's gotta go. It's gotta die. It's gotta end, right? One way or the other. And you gotta write it. You've gotta write it. This is the in doctorates and in master's degree. When you're a master, a spiritual master, if you're a spiritual ascended master, that is postgraduate doctorate, right? You've got to write this really long thesis. So you've got to write the karmic ending of your soul's journey. You've got to write it. You've got to speak. I'm saying metaphorically. I'm not expecting everybody to sit down and start writing a 6,000 word thesis of karmic ending. I think that would be a waste of time. But you've got to write it inside your mind. You have to see it play out like a movie. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe to my channel. I do more than zodiac readings. Most of my readings are live. So if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you will know when I'm going live. And also, it helps me connect with your energies and channelize specific details according to your situations. I'll sometimes maybe just say a name or a place or a thing, and that is confirmation or a clue for you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so, so much for being here. Bye.